But let me bring in our guest now. Joining us to discuss, criminal defense attorney David Bruno, and here in studio, Jesse Lal. Great to see you, Jesse.
Hello.
David, thank you so much for joining me. Truly appreciate it. And I want to begin with the Momfluencer case. David, because one would think the mom would be more culpable. In a situation like this, she's the one with the responsibility to the children. Now, she threw Hildebrand under the bus, saying she was the one that isolated us. She was the one that was making these recommendations. But at the end of the day, the safety of those children are to Ruby Franke. So I'm just surprised, unless, and again, there may be stuff we don't know, but I'm surprised they let her be the one to testify against the other.
Sure, I agree with you, Michael, but let's not forget, this is a sentence where I do expect the government to be asking for jail time. They did not stipulate to a recommendation, which 9 times out of 10, prosecutors will put on the record at the time of the plea deal that there's an agreement to 1 year jail or up to 5 years jail where the defendant could argue for less. Interestingly, here, there's none of that here. It's an open charge, so to speak, that has been pled guilty to with very, very egregious details and a factual basis. Most of the time, at least in my jurisdiction, there doesn't have to be such specificity when it comes to factual allocution. As we read here in this stipulated facts, wow, how egregious to have custody of a child and then go through the depths and actions that she and her co-conspirators did here. I anticipate that the prosecutor will be standing up, even if she has agreed to testify against Hildebrand, that she deserves prison as a result of this action.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, David. What do you think, what effect might this have? There is a pending divorce action where the husband is seeking custody of the children. How might these developments affect?
Oh, huge. It's a huge factor in the court's analysis. Anytime the court has to determine custody and whether or not a parent has involvement in the child's life, it is under the best interest of the child standard. The court is going to be in a position to determine what is best for the child. And what the court will have to see is psychological evaluations and recommendations of the children as to what's best for them and how to integrate their mother into their lives, if any. So in the custody dispute, the court will likely be curtailing the woman, the mom's custody rights, and I don't see a path that is anytime soon that she'll be seeing her kids.
Yeah, I agree with Jesse. Jesse, they're going to have quite a bit of programs. She's going to have to show a lot to the court for them to allow her to see her children again, because again, those facts are just really, really awful. All right.